Hello guys and welcome. I hope that you're doing well. My name is UHDking, or I play 4K, aka I play 8K, aka I play 16K, and during this video I'm going to demonstrate Quake II re-released PC game. This is the official re-release of Quake II PC game, which some people calling Quake II Remastered, running in 16K video resolution, 16K UHD, 16K UHD video resolution gameplay, 16K UHD video resolution benchmark. This video will have a lot of value to all kind of different industries. PC hardware enthusiasts, PC overclockers, PC gamers, Quakers, graphics designers, system engineer, 3D artist, game developer, software developer. So a lot of value will be throughout this video. Throughout this video, I'm going to demonstrate the world's record completion of the Quake II PC game in around 18 minutes. This is the world's record. Please check out the video description for more information. I'm coming in real time. In the end of this video, I'm going to demonstrate and we're going to talk more about my computer specifications. But let me real quick go ahead and get going. So first of all, let me demonstrate for you. But in the end of this video, I'm going to demonstrate more and will explain more 16K video resolution UHD. Let me demonstrate it for you that we are running 15,360 pixels by 8,640 pixels. Direct 3D 11 API. Vulkan is a little bit slower, and Vulkan is not going to be comfortable gameplay. DirectX 3D 11 API demonstrate a comfortable gameplay on a single Titan RTX video card. And today I'm using Titan RTX video card in Quake II re-released PC game. Keep in mind the Titan RTX video card is the world's first video card, the oldest one and the world's first, that is capable to run Quake II re-released PC game in 16K UHD, not only benchmark in 16K UHD video resolution, but demonstrate a comfortable gameplay in 16K UHD video resolution. Okay, let me go ahead and accept that. I'm going to demonstrate for you the gameplay, and as again, world's record is going to be a little bit above 18 minutes. It's like 18 minutes and 5 seconds, something like that. And I'm going to show you the maximum visual preset. Right now I'm having the maximum visual preset. I'm going to start without the anti-aliasing, and then after the 9 minutes, in the middle of the gameplay, in the middle of the game, because I'm going to walk through. This is going to be a speed run throughout the whole Quake II PC game as fast as possible, but re-release version or walk through. So you're going to see all kind of different levels. You're going to see everything will be demonstrated with the newer graphics, official re-released version. But the previous modes was demonstrating much better visuals, keep that in mind. The game is going to lag a little bit, but it's not lagging. It's just because I'm going to run the old school demo. It's going to be the world record old school demo that was recorded under the original Quake II PC game. And while using the demo file in the new Quake II re-release PC game, is going to lag, it's going to stutter a little bit. The reason why it's doing that, I'm realizing it as a software developer, as a game developer, because look like the new game engine, which will be the KEX engine 4.1. Today is October 27, 2023, already October 28, 2023, actually 27, yeah, 2023, October 27, 2023. It's running KEX engine 4.1, and I believe that this new game engine, which is not by the ID software, not by the John Carmack game engine, is struggling with the strafing. It's a double jump, and game developers that developed this new Quake II re-release PC game doesn't understand that Quake II PC game has the strafing in the oldest game demos, and all gamers was using the strafing. It's double jump a lot, professional Quakers, and it's emulating the jump It's a little bit shifting the positions because the new game engine has a different positions and a little bit different maps. Keep that in mind. So it's shifting a little bit and it doesn't do a good job. That's why it's going to stutter a little bit lag. Keep an eye. But it's not lagging if you're going to play it without the strafing. You just throw out the strafing. Hopefully the game developers of the Quake II release version are watching this and they're going to go ahead and fix it. Anyways, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do the maximum visual 16K video resolution, all right, without the anti-aliasing and within the anti-aliasing. So let me go ahead and get going. At the left up corner, data verified, updated every half second. In the end of this video, I'm going to introduce you to our computer specifications, and by the end of this video, I'm going to demonstrate you a little bit more of 16K UHD video resolution as a fact in Quake II re-released version. This is going to be the 2 words record. Words record number 1, 16K UHD video resolution for the first time in Quake II re-released PC game, and the world record as completion a little bit above 18 minutes but below 20 minutes, completely the whole game. Alright guys, so this is how we're gonna do it. As you can see, maximum possible visuals. Titan RTX is overclocked, i9-9900K overclock at 5.1 GHz with 8 physical cores, 8 physical threads. Hyper-threading technology is disabled in the BIOS of ASUS Z390 chipset Maximus 11 Kira motherboard. Enjoy guys, alright? Let me go ahead and enable some sounds for you. I'm recording with Nvidia Shadowplay in 8K UHD. So add 3 FPS to the FPS counter. About 3 FPS. I would say 2 FPS for sure. Without the recording.
Computer up.
Alright guys, so it's time to switch the anti-aliasing. Okay. Keep in mind that I'm going to record original Quake in OpenGL as well in 16K UHD, but this is the re-released version that was released in 2023. I'm not a big fan, I'm more a fan of Quake II RTX, or without the retracing extension, I'm more of the fan of the Quake II Berserker mode. But this is the official release, keep that in mind. Alright guys, so anti-aliasing is on. Yes, as you can see right here. Boom. Okay. And 16K UHD video resolution, alright. Let's go ahead and apply that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and continue, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, share it with your friends. A lot of time, money, energy is invested. And let's keep going, guys.
Computer update.
Just spike big gun area. Explosion imminent.
8, 7. Red force field deactivated. Computer
We have a disabled communication link.
Computer updated. Computer updated. Computer updated.
Alright guys, let me go ahead and turn down the audio. This one right here. So as you saw guys that indeed we are using over 16 gigabytes of video RAM, which is 16,000 megabytes at the left top corner. The average FPS was locked like started at 78 and then went down to 58. The reason why, because it was grabbing the highest FPS throughout the screen was loading. It's like almost 1000 FPS. Keep that in mind. That's why the average FPS was unstable. But without the anti-aliasing, as you saw, 46-52 FPS. This is within the recording. Without the recording will be 48-55, and with the anti-aliasing it is going to be like 42-50. Okay, and without the recording 44-52 on average. Okay, the video RAM didn't go above 16,000 megabytes when I enabled the anti-aliasing. The reason why, because I started the game with anti-aliasing and I believe that it already loaded that capabilities with anti-aliasing. Otherwise, when I'm starting the game without the anti-aliasing, it's like 15,400 megabytes, something like that. But it was already 16,000 megabytes when I started. Keep in mind that I'm recording with the Nvidia Shadow Play, so go ahead and add 2 FPS to the FPS counter. Let me show you something real quick. I'm just going to start the level. Okay, it's going to be the first level base. I'm just want to zoom it in for you just to demonstrate that there is a intro that was completely redone. Just to demonstrate for you that indeed we're running 16K video resolution, but textures will be blurred out, and I believe this was the style of the redesigner. And I'm not digging that type of style. That's why I believe that Quake II Berserker is the best mode available, but this is not the mode. This is the official Quake II re-released game, so it doesn't require any mode. But already in 2014, Quake II Berserker, which was much better than that, and the Quake II RTX running OpenGL without ray tracing extensions will be as good as this one, keep that in mind. But the FPS will be 4 times over this FPS under 16K UHD video resolution. Keep in mind that I'm going to test Quake II RTX with OpenGL 3.2 extension without the retracing. Will be available in 16K UHD video resolution benchmark, same world record completion speedrun as world record over the UHDking.com. I'm going to use this guy's speedrun all the time, this world's record of completion of Quake II, while I'm going to test Quake II on all kind of different GPUs, video cards, CPUs, PC systems, devices, even iOS devices, Android devices. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to show you how beautiful it is. Yes, indeed, we're running 16K video resolution. See, this is under the zoom. Still, every single pixel is here, except even with this is the 1600% zoom. This is so much zoom to it. If you're going to do something like that in 4K UHD, everything will be so blurred out. Let me zoom out a little bit. Indeed, we're rendering 16K video resolution, 16K UHD. The exact 132.7 megapixels per each frame. As you can see, every single detail is here. Okay, every single pixel is here. Unfortunately, as again, the designer decided to blur them out, but it's ready for 4K HD, but blurred down. This is their style. That's why I think Berserker is the best mode in terms of the visual mode for Quake II, but this is a mode. This is not official released and it was available since 2014. It was beautiful, much beautiful than this, and it's unbelievable without the ray tracing. Otherwise, Quake II RTX is the best Quake II, which is using the ray tracing capabilities by the Nvidia RTX, and Quake II RTX with cinematic mode that I'm developing. It's going to be on another level, guys. I'm inspired by the Berserker mode for Quake II, and I'm going to use it a lot. Alright, so I just demonstrated for you how that indeed we were running 16K video resolution. It was a Steam version without any single mode. Okay, today is October, let me zoom in for you guys and show you, look, I'm zooming in how small, October 28, 2023, Saturday, okay. And I'm using only single Titan RTX. On the wallpaper there is a 2 Titan RTXs, but I removed the secondary Titan RTX completely out of the system to avoid to create any hot air pockets. Keep that in mind, but I'm still using 200mm Cooler Master fan, and CPU is water cooled by the Corsair H150i Pro with 360mm radiator and 3 default Corsair fans on it. But secondary Titan RTX is removed. There is no other cooling on that. Let me show you the system, what kind of system I was using indeed as a fact for those naysayers. Check it out. I'm zooming in my wallpaper, 16K UHD, my whole system resolution, as you can see, and we were running windowed mode. The reason why, because in the future we're gonna test Quake II RTX released version and Quake II RTX and Quake II released version and all kind of different Quakes, and I'm going to use the same world's record, but the reason why I did in windowed mode, so we can test on PC systems, on Macintosh systems, on iOS devices, Android devices. It's easier to emulate. So this is the system that I was running. I was running the Intel Core i9-9900K. It is going to be Gen 9 CPU by Intel that was released in 2018, as well as video card Titan RTX that was available to purchase in 2018. So this was the Mozilla PC version 5.3 that I made in 2018. This system was the world record in 2018. I scored number 14 in 3D Mark Firestrike Ultra, and JZ2 Sand was below me, and a lot of famous YouTubers was below me. I recorded the video available over the UHDking.com. But yeah, this was very fast system since 2018, top of the line, and right now it's like in the middle, but it's still great. But this is the point of this video. This is the first vertex, the first point of data towards 16K UHD video resolution benchmark in Quake II released version. Alright guys, and we're gonna use it as benchmark in the future just to see how well the 16K UHD video resolution progress throughout newer GPUs, newer video cards, newer PC systems, and etc. over the UHDking.com. So 8 physical cores, 8 physical threads, hyper-threading technology disabled, scored 7.5 almost. This is a great result for the Intel Gen 9. 613 and single thread performance, great result because the CPU is overclocked to 5.1 gigahertz per every single core. Single thread is important when we're talking PC games because, as you saw, not even 50% of our cores was utilized throughout our benchmark. Multi-thread performance is the important while you're doing every single core, every single thread at 100%. Let's say 3ds Max rendering, Blender rendering, Cinema 4D rendering, multi-thread is important throughout that, but not throughout the PC games, even in 2023, no matter what PC games we're talking. PC games with ray tracing, even using less CPU, keep that in mind. Anyways, 8 physical core, 8 physical thread, 5100 megahertz per each core, 5.1 gigahertz, just like I told you. Hyper-threading technology is disabled in the BIOS of ASUS Maximus 11 here is Z390. Okay, PCI Gen 3 was running 8x on the Titan RTX. I'm not sure why, but it's running 8x even when only one video card is installed. It's supposed to be 16x, but it does 8x. It did the same thing with RTX 2080 Ti. I thought maybe something wrong with motherboard, but my Maximus 10 here motherboard, the previous Z370 chipset, was running GTX 1080 Ti or RTX 2080 Ti at 8x as well. So I guess this is just ASUS just lied. Maybe Gen 3 doesn't support 16x. You know, even if it says in the manual it does, but it doesn't. I checked the BIOS, I did everything, it is what it is. Memory, the fast possible DDR4 CL11 is, again, guys, the reason why I'm this is the conclusion. The reason why I'm showing you the PC configuration, because this is the first Vertex, the fastest PC, the oldest and the fastest PC that is capable to run 16K UHD video resolution in Quake II released version as 16K UHD video resolution benchmark, as well as playable FPS. So this is the first video card and the first system that was available throughout that time, so you can imagine. But Quake II released version was released in 2023. 2 months from October 28, 2023, but still in 2023, all right? So 4 sticks, 8 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes total DDR4, 1600 megahertz times 2, 3200 megahertz because DDR4. So 3200 megahertz DDR4, but not CL18, not CL16, not CL14, not even CL13, CL11. The low value is better, 1T command. Dual channel 128-bit, but 4 sticks ready for quad channel 256-bit. That means that even if I would have the cheapest possible DDR4, it would be showing the maximum amount of bandwidth possible by the CPU as minimum. But I have the most expensive DDR4, which is DDR4 5000 megahertz, 2500 megahertz times 2, 5000 megahertz CL18. But by Corsair, most expensive memory of DDR4 ever made, most fastest. G-Skill is the fastest, Corsair was the number 2, but it's unstable on this motherboard. It was unstable on all kind of Z390 chipset motherboards, and I believe by Intel chipset it doesn't support, even if Intel chipset was more advanced in terms of DDR4 versus the AMD Ryzen that supports DDR4. But I believe it doesn't support. Corsair told me it's only supporting an MSI Carbon Extreme, whatever that maximum carbon by MSI Z390 chipset motherboard. But I have some doubts, but I'm going to build a system, guys, Mozilla PC system version 6. It's going to be based on Z690 or Z790 chipset, and I'm going to try 12 gen, 13 gen, and 14 gen, but the Z690 chipset or Z790 chipset supports on Intel CPUs DDR4 over 5200 megahertz. So we're going to test this memory and we're going to find out which scenario is faster, DDR4 5000 megahertz but CL18, or DDR4 3200 megahertz but CL11. Keep in mind that one step down in terms of the latency delay, let's say from 12 to 11, is about over 200 megahertz advantage in terms of the performance, all right, how the CPU computes, including the FPS, almost like advantage, like 200 megahertz plus, about 1 FPS. So I would say based on that formula, when it comes to DDR4, it's when it comes to DDR4 only, I would say we're running about 4600 megahertz CL18, but we're going to find out which one scenario will be the best. I think the 3200 megahertz CL11 will be faster than 5000 megahertz CL18 in PC games, but we're going to find out because CL18 is pretty high latency, all right? And that means sense that this memory is not runnable because it's Micron technology, and G-Skill is using Samsung B chips for DDR4. Samsung B chips for DDR4 loves the high frequency but hates the low latency, while Micron technology chips on DDR4 hates the high frequency but loves the low latency. So I believe I utilize this memory as best as possible. Okay, single Titan RTX was installed for those who's curious. This is how it bench. This is AIDA64 benchmark for those who's curious. So below 45 ns stands for the nanoseconds. Below 45 nanoseconds, guys. Latency on a system RAM, which is DDR4, almost 50,000 megabytes, which is 50 gigabytes. All right, and also because I overclock my on-core frequency, which is the cache frequency on a CPU, from 42 multiplier, which is 4200 megahertz, to 48 multiplier, which show us 4800 megahertz or 4.8 gigahertz in terms of level toward cache on the CPU. It boosts up a little bit of bandwidth and reduce the latency. It reduced the latency even on level 2nd cache and level 1 cache. So this is the most fastest scenario for the Intel Gen 9 flagship gaming CPU, such as i9-9900K, running in home safe environment, okay, because the water cooler by Corsair H150i Pro is one of the best water coolers for those type of chips. Keep that in mind. Only 420 millimeter radiator cooler, newer by the Corsair 170 will be better, but during that time it wasn't available. All right. So Titan RTX was overclocked, 75 megahertz on the GPU and 1200 megahertz additional on GDR6 by Samsung as our video RAM on the Titan RTX video card by Nvidia. That generated bandwidth of same as RTX 3080 video card, which is 787 gigabytes per second. Originally, GDR6 on the Titan RTX clocked at 670 gigabytes per second. So we improved and boost up the bandwidth 120 gigabytes per second more than from the manufacturer. And 120 gigabytes per second bandwidth on GDR6 is twice faster than our system RAM DDR4 can push, which DDR4 can push 50 gigabytes per second or 50,000 megabytes at maximum peak. So you can assume how fast the GDR6 versus DDR4. Okay, and also we improved the pixel fill rate by about 10 gigapixels per second and textual fill rate about 30 gigatexels per second. Let me bring the Titan RTX stock and you're gonna see it exactly what the value. Here we go. As you can see, the new value. This is the stock values right here, just like I told you. All right, so we're done with this one, guys. And as again, this is under the zoom, under Windows magnifier zoom tool 1200%. Try to do something like that while running 4K UHD as your desktop resolution. Everything will be so pixelated, but over here everything is so sharp. Yes, indeed, we are running 16K UHD video resolution, guys. I'm UHDking, or I am as the pioneer of 16K video resolution gaming, guys. I did it before the Linus Media Group did in 2016, even if he claimed to be as the first 16K video resolution gamer, but he tested, benchmarked the games that I benched 6 months before him over the UHDking. So, and he never gave me any credit, like he did Half-Life 2 and other games. Pretty bad though. Should give me a credit because he did the games that I tested on 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture and SLI back in 2016. But anyways, so display settings. This is the display settings, guys. As you can see, 100% scale. Okay, 15,360 pixels by 8,640 pixels. That is 132.7 megapixels rendered per every single frame in real time. This is unbelievable, especially when we're talking 3D acceleration in PC games. This is unbelievable results. All right, guys. What else? Let me show you the Nvidia driver. Nvidia driver, to achieve that, I modified or hacked the Nvidia driver through the system RAM debugger tool. I learned those type of skills since 2007 while programming in Visual Basic 6 as my first computer programming language. And any old school programmer that did the C++, Visual Basic 6 know how to use the system RAM debugger tool and understand that all the information stored in the system RAM and can be debugged at any time, and you can even compile it and do your own executable and change some values. But anyways, let me show you guys, that indeed. So we were running, guys, as you can see, single Titan RTX, all right? Secondary was removed and resolution is recognized. Let me show it to you. Resolution is recognized, guys, 15,360 by 8,640 under Nvidia driver, okay? And it's not even thinking that this is DSR. Let me show it to you. Manage 3D settings. This is the global settings of the Nvidia driver. DSR is off. As again, this is going to be without any editing for those naysayers. I am not like those high school junior that, compile the edits and such on video editing. No, this is a single take coming in real time. By the way, artificial intelligence removing some noise. I'm sitting by the open case, and 2 fans out of the Titan RTX is very noisy, so artificial intelligence and CPU removing that noise from my mic. But I'm not using the GPU version artificial intelligence, which is the best by Nvidia RTX voice, but I'm using the CPU one, so it's not reflected on the FPS, not even 1 FPS, the reason why, okay? So DSR factor is off, but even when you're running the Turing GPU architecture, that is Titan RTX powered by the Nvidia Turing GPU architecture flagship GPU, which is Nvidia TU102 GPU, the same GPU that found on Quadro RTX 6000 Turing GPU architecture and Quadro RTX 8000, the most expensive video card. That was like $8,000 with Turing GPU architecture. Same GPU, same everything, except Quadro RTX 8000 having the 48 GB of video RAM, which is with the error corrections, while Titan RTX has 24 GB of video RAM without the error corrections. So Titan RTX is same as Quadro RTX 6000 video cards, but Quadro RTX 6000 video card had 24 GB without error within the error correction. That means that there is no empty black frames, there is no errors. Great video cards while doing medical labs or something like that, create some algorithm so on the GPU to compute, so it will never generate any errors. Keep that in mind. But Titan RTX can generate empty frame, black frame, or some errors. Keep that in mind, or some artifacts. But Quadro's RTX 6000, which is identical card but only with error correction, 24 GB GDDR6 by Samsung, cannot. Keep that in mind. All right. So as you can see, this is the driver. All right. Optimal power, but I created the profile for the Quake executable file, and over here prefer maximum performance. All right, but DSR is not recognized. Okay, and but as again on the Turing GPU architecture, it's supposed to say over here the DSR legacy, because since the older GPU architecture such as Maxwell GPU architecture, Pascal GPU architecture, and then Turing GPU architecture, it was using the DSR. Do not confuse DSR with DLSS technology by Nvidia. DLSS technology is upscale. DSR is rendering native that resolution, just like on that screen, or on 4 8K UHD array as 16K UHD, or a single 16K UHD screen. It will same performance, same FPS. Keep that in mind. And DSR is rendering natively, forcing the video card to render natively, and then a downscale without losing any quality. Downscale is not like upscale. For those who's confused, go ahead and Google it. And it's not even take 1% of the FPS loss on the Turing GPU architecture, and then outputting through the signal on a cable on your screen. But DSR legacy, it's a DSR legacy, and then Nvidia introduced the newer way of DSR using a little bit of artificial intelligence on the RTX 40 series video card, and it's called DSR. But on Turing GPU architecture, Pascal previous GPU architecture, Pascal GPU architecture, and Maxwell GPU architecture, it was using DSR legacy, and that DSR legacy didn't use any artificial intelligence, even if it would be recognized as DSR by Nvidia. But you were using some artificial intelligence, but it's not the upscale, it's not DLSS, but it's as good as native, because Nvidia not doing every single pixel through the artificial intelligence, but some of the frames, some of the pixels, it's predicting by the artificial intelligence, and as good as native. Keep that in mind. So that DSR on the RTX 40 series as good as DSR legacy anyways, but Nvidia doesn't recognize it, so it definitely was rendering as native, because Windows 10 professional operating system that I'm using today is not even also recognizing that I'm using the DSR. Keep that in mind. They're both confused, because as again I hacked and modified through the system RAM debugger tool while operating system throughout the runtime, including the driver and operating system. All right, so this is what's up over here, guys. All right, so you saw that part, everything was explained here. So yeah, and let me show you why 16. So this was without any modification, Quake II release version under the Steam, available to any owner of the Quake II original classic game for free. And the big effort to the game developers of the Quake II released version, but I'm not a big fan, because we had in 2014 way better visuals such as Quake II Berserker or Quake II XP, that Quake II released version. But those type of modes require some knowledge to put together, while you can download the Quake II released version and run it without any problems, any issues. Keep that in mind. But when it comes to the best possible visuals, Quake II RTX, and as I told you, Quake II RTX with cinematic mode by UHDking by me will be available over ModeDB by Artistic Bytes for free, and it's going to be the best possible Quake, guys. I'm going to I took some inspiration from Quake II Berserker. By the way, in the video comments, I'm gonna put the related videos. I'm gonna put the walkthrough using the same world record in Quake II RTX in 4K UHD, as well as Quake II Berserker mode in 4K UHD, the same world records speedrun the same world record walkthrough in 18 minutes. But a Quake II Berserker doesn't support above 4K UHD video resolution. Is crashing because I believe it's 32-bit game engine. It's also different game engine, but it's using the kind of Quake II assets or modify asset, but still feels like Quake II. And Quake II Berserker way better, guys. It's almost as good as Quake II RTX, but Quake II RTX is using the ray tracing capabilities, and with the cinematic mode it's going to be just like wow. Check it out. By me, I'm gonna design the cinematic mode, guys. Gonna be the best Quake. But anyways, let me demonstrate for you why 16K video resolution is the maximum video resolution. Okay, it's not the 16K UHD, but 16K video resolution. Let me demonstrate it for you. And it's a maximum video resolution in PC gaming. Before the PC gaming will be dead and everybody will be switching to the mobile gaming on the mobile devices, because the visuals will be the same, such as on iOS devices, such as using the A17 chip. In 2025, I believe the PC gaming will be almost dead, but we're gonna see in 2027 we're gonna see the 16K UHD already screens, and a lot of copycats will be copying me. They will be building 4 8K UHD screens as 16K UHD array screens, and I'm going to demonstrate it for you in the end of 2024, 2023 or beginning of 2024. 4 8K UHD screens as 340 inches, a 16K UHD screen. It's unbelievable, especially when you're playing strategies. It's just unbelievable experience, guys. If you're gonna invite the friend and he's gonna see it, it's going to be better than he saw a Lamborghini. You're gonna be so inspired, like just like those 1990s when they saw the first time the Doom or Quake on the PC. It's going to be unbelievable experience for them if they're gonna see this 16K UHD screen, 340 inches, made up out of the 4 8K UHD screens. And I'm going to demonstrate for you over the YouTube, and a lot of copycats will be copying me. But let me demonstrate for you why 16K video resolution, not 16K UHD, but a little bit above than that. 16K video resolution is the maximum video resolution that is possible. Real quick to underline this video, as again this video is the first vertex, first data towards 16K UHD video resolution benchmark and 16K video resolution gameplay in Quake II released version. And I'm not here as fast as possible. I'm here to be as informative as possible, provide as much value as possible. So this is what's up, guys. All right. And OpenGL, check it out. 16K UHD has 3D texture, 3D wall, 3D canvas, 3D surface. It's called different. It depends what kind of open source or commercial API you're using. As a game developer, as a software developer, as again, I am as a software developer, game developer, PC hardware enthusiast, PC system, PC overclocker, system engineer, senior system engineer, graphics designer, 3D artist, 3D animator, have over 10 years of experience in every single field. So hopefully I shared so much information, and as PC gamer over 20 years, so much information for you that provided a lot of value. No matter what kind of industry you're coming, you just learn a lot just watching this video, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more great videos, support me. YouTube hates me, guys, because I'm not one of those copycats, not one of those repeaters. I'm producing the unique, totally unique videos, and they hate something like that. They don't want you to see the reality, because a lot of those companies paying them, they will still want to sell you 1080p screens and 4K screens, when as minimum you want to buy in 2023 8K UHD on holidays. But buy yourself 4 8K UHD RTX 4090 and play the old school game under 16K UHD as special strategies and enjoy like wow. It's unbelievable experience. If you're gonna see it, you're not gonna turn back to 1080p or 4K after that point. But anyways, I'm going to demonstrate it to you over a few of the videos, reviews, and overviews over the UHDking.com. That's why you want to subscribe to see that future. You're watching right now 2027, 2030, guys, at least. And I was showing it to you as a senior system engineer back in 2016. A lot of time, money, energy is invested. And please, please, please smash that like button. Support me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. All right. Anyways, So 16K video resolution, but 32K can be as 2D, and you can basically, as a software developer, you can emulate through the 2D world as 3D world, but 3D native world will be 16K XYZ, which is not 16K UHD, but 16,384 by about 1000 pixel more width, height, and depth in Z, as you can see, because it's 3D and it's like cube. Okay, so GPU CUDA is the best render API in real time, and is developed by the Nvidia, who developed this video card. And but 3D surface, 3D texture, whatever it's called under the CUDA, is still 16K video resolution, just like I told you right here. But check it out, it can render as 2D 131,000 in width and 65,000 in height. This is a world record. There is no other APIs can do it, render it in real time 2D like that. So CUDA is #1 because it's actually developed by the Nvidia as well, and Nvidia is a leader in terms of the GPU. It's much better than the AMD, and in terms of the artificial intelligence chips as well. All right. So OpenCL, same deal. Okay, that's why, guys, 16K video resolution will be the maximum video resolution through the API, and pulling the maximum values through the DLLs of those classes of the API. It's already there. Okay, so Vulkan, the same deal. Let me show you to see that. 16K video resolution XYZ and 32K is 2D. And OpenGL, I think I showed you OpenGL, but here we go. All right, and DirectX, same deal will be under DirectX. Let me show it to you right here. See that? DirectX is the same deal, 16K video resolution. DirectX, by the way, is the fastest API, DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 API. It's much faster than Vulkan API. I'm going to do the API comparisons over the UHDking.com while rendering the same kind of 3D geometry, texture, and methods of the rendering. Check it out. But people were saying the Vulkan API was closer to the metal and fastest possible API. It's a false, guys. DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 API is the fastest possible API, and I'm going to prove it to you over the UHDking.com. But anyways, as the pioneer of 16K UHD, we're going to test as a maximum resolution 16K UHD. Not the maximum, which is I demonstrated to you 16,384 XYZ is maximum, but almost maximum, right? So to make a point and demonstrate it to you as a fact. All right, guys, every single fact is demonstrated. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to smash that like button, support me, share it with your friends. A lot of time, money, energy is invested. Check out the video description, check out the video comments, make a positive comment, support me, guys. Check out the video comments for the related videos. I'm gonna put the same words record speedrun, the same walkthrough in Quake II completion in 18 minutes in Quake II Berserker mode that you don't want to miss. It's unbelievable visuals, much better than Quake II release version. Is almost as good as ray tracing, but without ray tracing capabilities, but emulating ray tracing pretty well, almost as good as ray tracing. Also, I'm going to put the Quake II RTX, but running OpenGL 3.2 API without the ray tracing capabilities, and FPS will be 5 times, 4 times higher than you saw throughout this kind of game engine, CAX game engine 4.1, which is kind of, I'm not a big fan of it, very slow comparing to the IDE software by John Carmack original game engine, and even Nvidia improved that a little bit and made it as fast as possible while using the OpenGL rendering throughout their Quake II RTX, but without the ray tracing RTX extensions, just running OpenGL 3.2. The FPS will be over 100 FPS under 16K UHD video resolution. I'm going to benchmark it, and the same world record speedrun, the same world record completion of Quake II in 18 minutes, and I'm going to include in video comments. So go ahead and check it out. Have a good morning, good day, good afternoon. My name is UHDking, or I play 4K, AK, I play 8K, AK, I play 16K, and you already know why I play 16K. Have a good time. Till the next time.